It starts subtly, doesn't it? One article on your phone before bed, a quick scroll through political commentary while your coffee brews. You tell yourself you're just staying informed. You're a responsible citizen, engaged with the world. But then, you catch yourself. You're standing in the shower, mentally drafting a flawless argument against a viewpoint you saw online. You're brushing your teeth, replaying a cable news segment in your head, pinpointing every logical fallacy. Suddenly, the quick scroll has become an hour-long dive into the abyss, a frantic, compulsive hunt for the next update, the next outrage, the next validation that you're on the right side. You don't even care that much, but you can't stop, and it baffles you. This isn't just about being informed anymore. This is a full-blown politics addiction, a form of doom scrolling so potent it's hijacking your brain, and the smartest people seem to be the most vulnerable. Why? Why does politics feel like such an inescapable trap for intelligent, analytical minds? The answer is simple. Politics, especially in the digital age, is the ultimate intellectual stimulant. It presents itself as a series of the most complex, high-stakes puzzles imaginable. It's a real-time strategy game with global consequences. For a brain that thrives on pattern recognition, on connecting disparate pieces of information to form a coherent narrative, politics is an infinite playground. Every news story, every poll, every politician's statement is a new data point to be analyzed and integrated into your mental model of the world. And here's the hook. Every time you successfully connect a dot, every time you predict an outcome or see through a talking point, your brain rewards you with a tiny, satisfying hit of dopamine. It's a mental victory. And that small chemical reward is the foundation of every addictive loop known to man. It's what keeps you coming back for more, long after the initial curiosity has faded. This isn't just about current events. It taps into deep fields of political science and political philosophy, making you feel like a scholar in a global arena. But you're not just an observer. You're a target. Sophisticated propaganda tactics and algorithms are designed to exploit this very mechanism, to keep you engaged, angry, and clicking. What feels like intellectual exercise is, in reality, a carefully crafted system of mind control for the masses. So, how exactly do these mechanisms latch onto a smart mind? There are 5 specific triggers that create this powerful addiction. First is the obsession with pattern recognition. Analytical minds are wired to find order in chaos. Politics provides an endless stream of chaotic information, and your brain is rewarded for every perceived pattern it finds. You start to feel like you're the only one who sees the real story, the hidden agenda. Each connection feels like a small triumph, reinforcing the cycle. Second is historical framing. Intelligent people often have a strong sense of history. The media is masterful at framing every modern political squabble as an epic, world-altering event. Every election is the most important of our lifetime. Every policy debate is a battle for the soul of the nation. This high-stakes narrative makes it impossible to look away, because disengaging feels like ignoring a pivotal moment in human history. Third is the lure of game theory and group psychology. You start to see politics not as a process of governance, but as a grand chess match. You analyze the moves and counter-moves, the public posturing versus the backroom deals. It becomes a fascinating, real-time study of social engineering and power dynamics. You're not just a citizen, you're an analyst, deciphering the complex strategies at play. This intellectual detachment makes the addiction feel sophisticated and justified. Fourth, and this one is crucial, is the formation of an intellectual identity. Your political insights become a badge of intelligence. Having the correct take, the most nuanced analysis, or the earliest prediction becomes part of how you define yourself. To stop engaging would feel like abandoning a core part of your identity. Your opinions aren't just opinions, they are proof of your intellectual superiority. This is the heart of modern identity politics, where what you believe becomes who you are. Finally, there's the trap of logic wrapped in emotion. Political arguments are almost always presented with a veneer of rationality. Charts, statistics, expert quotes. This appeals to your logical mind. But underneath that veneer is a powerful emotional core. Fear, outrage, tribal loyalty, and hope. This combination is intoxicating. It feels like you're making purely rational decisions, while in reality, your emotional brain is in the driver's seat, keeping your attention locked and your nervous system on high alert. This blend of logic and emotion is the cornerstone of effective propaganda tactics and a key driver of social media addiction. As this cycle deepens, you start to change on the inside, in ways you don't even notice at first. 3 subtle but profound shifts occur. First, you transform from an engaged citizen into an emotionally entangled observer. An engaged citizen votes, volunteers, and then gets on with their life. An entangled observer, however, consumes politics passively for hours a day, feeling the constant stress, anger, and anxiety of the conflicts without having any real agency. Your well-being becomes directly tied to the 24-hour news cycle. The second shift is from a clear thinker to a pattern-addicted analyst. Instead of approaching new information with an open mind, your brain is now constantly scanning for evidence to confirm the patterns it has already established. You lose the ability to be surprised. Every event is filtered through your pre-existing narrative. This isn't critical thinking. It's confirmation bias on overdrive, a cognitive prison built by your own intelligence. The third and most dangerous shift is from a truth seeker to a dangerous identity reinforcer. You began this journey wanting to understand the world, to find the truth. But soon, the goal changes. You no longer seek information that challenges you. You seek information that validates you. You don't want to be correct. You want to be right. Your consumption of political media becomes an act of reinforcing your team, your tribe, your identity. This is the subtle endpoint of this politics addiction, a form of self-inflicted mind control where your own intelligence is used to narrow your perspective, not expand it. So how do you break free? It's not about becoming ignorant or apathetic. It's about grounded reframes, changing the way you think about your consumption. First, you must reframe the news from a habit into a tool. Stop treating it like entertainment you consume endlessly. Treat it like a hammer. You don't carry a hammer around all day. You pick it up when you need to build something, then you put it down. Decide on a specific time, say 15 minutes in the morning and 15 in the evening, to get the essential information. Then, put the tool away. A digital detox, even for a weekend, can show you how little you actually miss. Second, you must refocus your mental energy on personal growth. Your brain power is your most valuable asset. Right now, you are donating thousands of hours of your best analytical thinking to a chaotic system you cannot control. Reclaim that energy. What could you build, create, or learn with that time? A new skill? A business? A deeper relationship? Consciously redirecting your focus from the external chaos to your internal world is the most powerful act of rebellion against the attention economy. Third, you need a reality check. The media and political machines are designed to make you believe that if you look away for a second, your world will collapse. This is a manufactured threat. Challenge this thought directly. The world is far more resilient, and your personal life is far more insulated from daily political drama than you are led to believe. The existential threats that dominate headlines are often manufactured by politics to keep you hooked. Your peace of mind is more important than being the first to know about the latest manufactured crisis. Ultimately, you have to recognize the inevitable cycle. The outrage you feel today about a specific issue will be forgotten in 6 months, replaced by a new, equally urgent outrage. It's a never-ending churn designed to harvest your attention and emotional energy. This is the game. Recognizing that propaganda tactics are built on this cycle of sensationalism is the key. Today's existential threat disappears, and another one immediately emerges to take its place. Awareness of this cycle doesn't make you cynical, it makes you empowered. You can choose to observe the game without letting it consume you. You can understand the core principles of political science and mind control without becoming a victim of them. You can stay informed without being imprisoned. What if your obsession with politics isn't just shaping your view of the world, but rewiring your mind to think it's the only world that matters? Share in the comments. When did you first notice politics taking over your mind?